983. Thank you speakers. Thank you YouTube viewers. You have encouraged us to reach this milestone in 2200 days. And now we are reaching on 3000 figure. Thank you again. Thank you very much. Today we are celebrating Science Day, National Science Day, in the memory of late respected C.V. Ramanji. Though it is being celebrated on every 28th, we are much ahead in comparison to the world to celebrate it. Thank you, Dr. C.V. Raman sir, to enlighten our path with reference to science. And thank you, our ancient Maharshi, who have contributed their lives in different way to develop the science. Science is not the invention of this Kali Yuga or modern era. Right from the birth of the animal or amphibians, science continues its journey till now and forever. Thank you. I would like to welcome Dr. Sakat Vasuji, welcome, and Dr. Suparna, Professor Dr. Suparna Sanyal Mukherjee, madam. Welcome, madam. On Science Day, please bless us with your valuable guidance. Welcome, madam.
Thank you very much for your invitation and providing me such an opportunity on this auspicious platform. It is I'm really honored to say something on this National Science Day, which is very important to every science student, scientist, and all over the world. Those who are the science scholar, it is also really important to them. So, National Science Day is very important to us. Why? Just because of Professor C.V. Raman sir was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in
One request,
1930.
madam, to open the video as YouTube viewers demands it. मिनिमम स्पीकर का इधर वीडियो रहे या पीपीटी रहे, तो में से एक तो रहे.
Acha.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is the basically 20th February each and every year the National Science Day is to celebrate. And it has been the celebration in the government, public, private institution, everywhere it used to be celebrated. A National Day of Science is very important to us just because of the commemoration of the discovery of Raman effect. The C.V. Raman sir, who is the great scientist in each and every time and each and every era, we can recognize him for his work. And this National Science Day was proposed by the National Council for Science and Technology Communication, and which was accepted by the Indian government. And it was first observed in the year of 1900, 78 like that, and it was 28 February. And 2026 motion and vision was our mission and vision also exploring the artificial intelligence science orientation. This day is celebrated in India every year, and it has been incorporated and it has been highlighted in 1928, 28 February. So why this National Science Day? Why we are celebrating National Science Day? Because our life is in basis on the science. Everywhere you are finding out the science, technology. Every time we are also practicing science and technology. The celebration of National Science Day is very important and very highlighting this occasion also the marked by the numerous events which has been conducted by the various types of institution, the science institution, and everywhere it is used to be celebrated. And especially it has been demonstrate the what is science, why science, how the science has been explored, and how science has been developed, and how science is very important part is because every aspects like the space research, then social research, communicating research, linguistic research, wherever we can go, we can find it out. It is innovation aspect. Everywhere we can find it out. The science model, science quiz, science workshop by which we can develop, because every tools technology, this space technology and indigenous technology, it is also based on the science. So science is everywhere, and this science day is also celebrated, and it's spread over the all Indian subcontinent states for the importance of science, which is used in daily life. Because to display this science in all cases of activities, efforts, and achievement, we can get the science. Science, technology, and science matter. So we can say this is a simple science that we ignore it, like our mothers and our kitchen mates who can prepare the food for us. It is also a scientific equivalent because it is a chemistry. Because how much spices you will mix and how you will cook, it is also a science. It is a chemistry. So science everywhere. Human body is a scientific laboratory. So what we are doing, it is scientific reaction is going on. When we are taking medicines, this is also a scientific action. The scientific action is going on, and this medicine is affecting us for any kinds of diseases, whether it will be curable or non-curable. So these are all the science technologies depending upon. So promoting health aspects, especially in case of the Ayurvedic, homeopathic, allopathic, wherever we can go, it is also a science, because Ayurvedic science is also very, ancient order. We can falling out because there are various scripts are there where it has been noted down. This is also a scientific approach where we are just noting down, and how we are taking the medicines. It is also a science, like the folk medicines. Folk medicines is also scientific approach, because those tribes, those who are using the folk medicines, they're also taking their the raw materials from the site where they are taking raw materials, and they are using the raw materials and mixing with this raw materials with their daily uses. So this is the traditional aspect, like the sacred group which is using by this the tribal communities. It is a socio-cultural aspect, but it is a medicinal aspect too, because the all 5 trees which is also incorporated and planting in the sacred group, that is the medicinal plants. So this way we can see that the in case of the Ayurveda, in case of the homeopathic, allopathic, wherever we can go, we can find it out. This science medicines and science day is also celebrating for the promoting of health awareness, for the promoting of science among the people, especially the new generation, those who are not aware about the science, and they are also taking the science medicines and the science technology for their near future. So thank you very much. Thanks for giving me such an opportunity on this auspicious day for celebrating this Science Day. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, madam. Great oration and flow. Excellent. Salute. Now I would like to request Dr. Sakat Kumar Basuji. Sakatji, pranam.
Pranam, pranam. Thank you so much, Sharmaji. I'm so glad to see you back in Kolkata one more time. It's our pleasure to have you in your city. And I pray to Almighty that you take some rest and do not work your life out, because we need you. We need a visionary person like you to guide us. We need a support that you have extended for the spread of Ayurveda. If you are over exhausting yourself, then that's a rich loss for all of us. So we want to see you healthy, active, but at the same time, taking adequate rest is also important. So thank you so much for inviting me to this platform. One of the important things that I would like to highlight today is about Madam has very nicely illustrated the importance of National Science Day. But as you have highlighted today's talk also on the health education, so health education, I mean, science is a very important, both science and technology as a part is a very significant achievement for any nation. We cannot make progress unless we have success in this area and we are able to make it a people's, you know, people's product so that we can take the science from our laboratory to the field so that we can the science and technology benefits that we are enjoying. Unless we can do this, we are restricting ourselves in the sense that all of the people are not getting the benefit of the developments that we see in and around us. So in that particular sense, health is a very important aspect of our life, and we all deserve to get good treatment for that particular purpose. But in a country with 1.4 billion plus population and not having adequate doctors, whether you are traditional or in non-traditional areas specialized, it is a challenge to have a excuse me, a proper ratio of doctors to the patients in this country. And for that, we need to train more doctors, whether in Ayush platform or in conventional allopathic platform. And there is, inadequate production of doctors for the nation, which is growing so fast. And we need more hospitals, more health systems. But primarily, I'm going to talk about the health education system. We already used to have a lot of government hospitals in Ayurveda, homeopathy, and other areas, including allopathy. But definitely, as our population is increasing, we need more trained doctors, and as a consequence, definitely, a lot more investment needs to go into our health education system. So we have both government and private initiatives now coming into health education. But one of the challenges that I feel particularly coming in down in the long run or is happening now is the proper monitoring and the evaluation of the institution and the quality of doctors that are being produced, whether in Ayush or in non-Ayush platform. So particularly, it is very important that we maintain stringent standards so that we produce good doctors. There should not be a day where people should be afraid of going to a doctor because they are not very what you call assertive, or they're very worried or assertive of this training and the qualification or the experiences the doctors are having. So it is very, very important that while more and more health education system are being built into the country, more new institutes are coming up. But I am a bit worried that they are coming up in a hurry and not proper monitoring and surveillance is being done to look into the quality of the education that they are providing and how they are training our next generation of the doctors. So for that particular purpose, although I know that there is a for any kind of new colleges in any form of branch of medicine that is coming up, we have stringent system of documentation that you have to produce hundreds and thousands of documents to go into the government accounts and stuff to may get your hospital and your medical colleges running. But at the same time, whether the quality of that particular medical college is being maintained, whether there are proper teachers, whether the doctors are getting good exposure for the treatment of the people, having adequate patients in those institutes so that they get a good real life experiences for getting the good quality education is also important. And I see that there is a huge gap in that particular sense, that not enough quality education. There is education, health sciences definitely, but whether the quality of that health science education, whether in Irish or in non-Irish platforms, is adequate and necessary for the challenges the doctors need to take up while tackling patients in India has to be investigated properly. We do see that but to cater to our health education, people are flocking to other countries. Students are flocking and paying huge amount of money even outside countries. Doctors are being trained in Nepal, doctors are being trained in Bangladesh, doctors are being trained in Ukraine, Russia, Mongolia, or wherever not. But whether the education in these countries are at par with India, or the education and training that these doctors are getting overseas, whether this quality of health education is adequate, whether because of the huge language barrier that these countries have, whether the quality of education there is quite good, needs to be evaluated. There are hundreds and thousands of patients coming from Bangladesh and Nepal coming to India for treatment. How come that the quality of education in those countries are at par, or whether the doctors training in these countries are will be well assessed within the Indian system, they will have the similar kind of training and exposure, we are not very sure. So in that particular cases, both the governments as well as the central medical boards that are playing into part. I know that that you have to write an exam from another country and stuff, but it is to understand. To do this, the evaluation has to be very, very critical, not to the extent of humiliating anyone, but to the extent that we produce the best of the people and the staff of the country. Under these circumstances, I do appreciate the government and the state government, central governments for opening up health educations to a new way where Ayush and non-Ayush practicing new institutes are coming up, which are very essential because it is catering to a large number of patients. But at the same time, it is also important to see and check whether the quality of education in these institutes are being made at part. So on the eve of the science day, or very close to being the science day, while we are talking about evaluation of science or impact of science in our life, we also need to make sure that the science education that we are getting is at par international standard, or as it par, it is helpful for our existence, it is helpful for building our economy, and it is helpful in progressing our life. With that, I conclude my presentation. Thank you, Professor Sharma, for giving me this platform. It has always been a pleasure to be a part of you with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sekatji. Definitely, need is the mother of inventions, all sciences. So, right from the birth of any life on the earth, science is there. And in creation of that life, already science was there. So, Veda means English science. Ayurveda, the science of life. So Veda is there, life is there, and Veda is also said that it is the phrases or it is just oration of the God, like Quran or Bible. So thank you both the speakers, Dr. Sekat Vasuji, Dr. Suparnaji, thank you very much for joining. Thank you.
Sharmaji, Sharmaji, one thing I would like to mention here. So I have sent you email and the WhatsApp also my details regarding which you have told me on the eve of your house. So if it is possible, so